Hello, hello, hello. It's episode 22 of Cadbury now. I want to try and mix it up a little bit with the editing. Hopefully you notice. Might make it a little bit more snappy for you. Chop down the time a little bit. Happy days. We're back for the Velocity Trophy semi-final against Barton Rovers. And then we're following that up with a league game. We're here. You've noticed. We're top of the league. Back where we belong. Cameron Stanley is still doing a madness. And I'm going to ask you once more to like and subscribe on the video. If you can, be greatly appreciated, as we always say. Just do it. Just do it. But before we go into it further, I've just noticed that we've got $500,000 in the bank. So we're going to see what we can do with it. Yes, this is how ridiculous it is. The fact that we're a non-league team in like the 8th tier. And I've got £500,000 to spend. Hence why I'm kind of looking at maybe not doing this again at this level. I'm just constantly going for youth facilities. We'll see what they've done after the game. We're going into it with apparently 11 to 12 changes to make. In case you're wondering, that is a correct terminology of an amount. We've got Greenidge. He's just not playing there, is he? Oh, we've got a new centre-back that I need to show you. Bert Whistle's been knocked down for some reason. Louis Walsh isn't playing because we're going to play Dylan because he's good. McHale, I'm pretty sure I brought in a new midfielder. Can't remember his name. Think it was Harrison Neal. Couldn't tell you. And then strikers, Stanley's won in a rest. But it's the Velocity Trophy semi-final. Stanley's playing. Tommy Pope can come and knock himself up onto the bench. I don't think there's anyone else that I want to show you. But we've got Davies in goal, Bert Whistle, Greenidge, Liam Edwards, who's our new centre-back. Came over from Bolton, of course. Garrett, Dylan, Neil, Warrington, Cosillo, Newell and Stanley. And Neil was the other one. He came over from Sheffield. Even more, of course. He doesn't look too good, to be fair. He's nearly bottomed out on potential already. But he's got potential to be Vanarama North-South, which is kind of what we're shooting for at the moment. So, whatever not. Oh, we've got a lineup and everything. How exciting is this? 4-4-2. Here's the people. Here are their faces. Love to see it. Perfect form, as you've come to expect. They're lined up with a 4-2-3-1 with Olajubu at cam. These are the ones we played against before on camera. So I remember their striker's name and I struggled to pronounce it. The one that was on the bench. I didn't catch the actual striker in the team. Burke. No, I can pronounce Burke. I don't think I'm particularly concerned about this team, but we'll see if it comes to be that in the game. We've got a corner from Stanley. Not sure where he's taking it. Put it into Edwards. Back to Stanley. Oh, Noel's header's gone just wide. Dylan, Bert Whistle. Oh, no. Gone out to Warrington. I'm pretty sure he used his hand there, to be fair. Garrett's running into it. He's going to make a good ball to Stanley. Oh, just over. Davies with the goal kick. Warrington launched it up to Newell. I'm sure you've realised, but what I'm trying to do is just cut out like the kind of bits where I'm just sat there staring at the screen. Make a game chop together a little bit more smoother for you. Hopefully so, anyway. But Cosillo's going through. Just kicked it at the defender. That's good of him. Fair enough. What's the goalie saying? Nothing. Nothing at all. There's literally nothing happening. This is... oh, it's a throw-in to Garrett. Newell to Warrington. Into the back post. Dylan! Oh, Dylan. Louis Walsh isn't playing because we're going to play Dylan because he's good. He's had it over from like a yard out. Oh, that's not ideal. Not what I was looking for from him, I've got to be honest. But Warrington's got it in the middle. Newell, Cosillo. What a shot. We are all over him. Shocking. Half time. We'll see what we can expect from him there. I'm going to thrash my arms. I'm so far from pleased. That should hopefully do what we want from him. We're looking pretty dominant in this game, but just nothing's coming of it. We'll make a sub now. What have we got? 65. Harrison Neal's not performing. What does he want? What do you want? Central midfielder on attack? Yeah, go for it. Why not? Philip Dillon's playing all right. He's just missed that header. Stanley's not playing particularly well. We'll put Winard on for Brisley, and we'll swap Greenidge out on the right then. We'll go for that. Still got a sub left. If we need to take someone off. I'm hoping that we can just do good. We'll go to attacking, and I'll encourage them. Green faces, please. That'll do. So, Greenidge on the throw into Warrington. Put it inside to Newell. Stanley, he scored. Of course he has. Why were we doubting him? I wasn't doubting him. You were doubting him. Splendid. What a goal. What a boy. We'll skip that. Don't need to see it again. He's done it. Happy days. Few minutes left on the clock now. Looks like we're all but done. Not a particularly eventful match, but we've got our result, and that's the main thing. The youth level, they won't do for us. The youth facilities, they won't do for us. But by the looks of it, they have done my... Yeah, maybe not. We'll try and do the youth level, though. We can speak to the board. In order to build this squad into a formidable unit, we want it to be... They're not on it. Fair enough. To be fair, I said I was going to show you this, I believe, last episode, but I just kind of didn't. If we go to facilities, we are currently on excellent academy coaching and excellent youth recruitment with pretty standard facilities. So maybe we should look at focusing on the training facilities before we pushing stuff up in there. I can hear the washing machine kicking off in the background. I don't know if you can hear it, but next time I cut, I want to go and close all the doors and make sure that that's not coming through again. Love a good spin cycle, man. Hopefully, the sound has been quashed. Who knows? We're back for Sevenoaks. I haven't told you the league form games. We're 100%. We have been since we lost to Yeovil, which is pretty handy. We've played Ramsgate, Phoenix Sports, AFC Mansfield, and Haywards Heath. All wins, all comfortable, all dubs. Same thing as a win, but I don't need to explain that to you. I'm sure you're smart enough to figure that out yourselves. We are going to positive. We're going to go Davies and goal again. I'm going to go with my usual Burt Whistle out on the right, Greenidge, Edwards, Garrett. Near called him Gayler. It's nothing. I don't even think I've got a player called Taylor, so I don't know where that came from. We've got not Walsh on the right. We're going to go with the boy, Philip Dillon. Green, McHale, Costello, Stanley again's tired. I'm going to try and play Costello because he's played in that deep line role quite a few times. It's quite handy actually. And I'll bring Stanley on if he needs to come on. We'll get Walsh on the bench, and I think that's it. We don't have our formation lineups the like in this game, but what we do have is a skip button. And didn't even get a chance to press it. Sevenoaks. Not a clue where they're from. It's getting a bit more sparse now, the league. It's not quite as focused on the direct Midland area. But, do you know, it's all good. I still know some of the teams. Not particularly well, but know of them. But it doesn't matter, because what we're going to do is get into the National League, and we're going to go and slap all them about as well. So, happy days. McHale's got it in the middle. There's Taylor. Didn't know he was there earlier. Don't know where that came from. Obviously, I'm psychic. Must be their left winger or left mid's called Taylor. Johnson Cole in the middle for him. De Silva. Don't know what that was. I don't know why Garrett felt the need in heading it straight out rather than bringing it down. But obviously, he wasn't given his shout. That's an excuse. Right, Garrett's ploughing down that left side. Big ball to the back post. Dillon's put that one in. Happy days. It's 1-0. Hopefully, we don't need to use Stanley today, because I think he's going to pass out, which we don't want. And we want him to hit his half a century again for the third season running. Yes, you heard that correctly. Yes, that's ridiculous. But he's not going to do so if he picks up a horrific injury, is he? I can change that to league now, because it will actually let me do so. I'm just kind of trimming this, because I have all those 6 screens open. I don't pay attention to any of them. All I do is scroll the one to the body language, and then I never pay any attention to it. So what's the point? Null. I'm pretty sure he just did a Rabona. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looked an awful lot to me like he just did a Rabona cross. Let's have a little gander, shall we? The cheeky little sausage. Cuts it back. Scoops one of them. Oh, he did. Absolutely ruined them. We might as well walk off the pitch now. They're done. It's coming up to half time now. We're pretty comfortable. They haven't even had a shot yet. I think they have. I think they must have just walked off. We've gone into agreement that Newell has just absolutely ruined them. And we're all sat down in the centre circle having a cup of tea. It must be the case. Going out in the second half. They have made a sub. Obviously, someone else wanted to get involved in the tea party. They've had a shot. I don't know who gave consent for that. Wasn't me. Right. All the way to Greenwich at the centre circle. Full to Newell. I don't quite understand what happened there. I can only assume he volleyed it into the guy that was stood directly next to him. We're doing pretty well, aren't we? Pretty snappy episode by the looks of this, because the game's flying through quite quick on this one as well. But Whistle's going down the right-hand side. Oh, brilliant ball into the middle, that was. McHale. Out to Bert Whistle. First time cross. Newell. Ah, he's done it. He's having a pretty handy game, isn't he? Kind of feel a bit bad for him now that he's just knocking about in deep line forward for so long and just letting Stanley take all the plaudits. He's looking quite handy. It could just be that Sevenoaks are absolute dishwater. It's probably more that, isn't it? Sevenoaks, where are they? They are 17th. They're not great. Costello, should we take you off, lad? Because it looks like you're about to die. Costello can come off for Popey. Costello can come off for... Ooh, should we take him off for Garrett? Nah, Louis Walsh. We'll leave Dylan on. We'll just give him a rest in the next game, and we'll take Greenwich off for Brisley. That sounds fair. Let's go for that. They've still only had one shot. Horsham and Sittingbourne's now up to 3. Callum Wilson. Must be the same one. Must be. The former Bournemouth forward. Handy. Tidy. Happy days. The game that we were planning to come back for, or sorry, miss, should I say, in the FA Trophy, is the Stockport game. I'm thinking, again, we'll miss that. We'll come back in the quarter-final, hopefully. If we miss it, that's fine. We're going to be in it all the way up until Vanarama League. So we've got a good 3 or 4 seasons. If we get knocked out by Stockport, we get knocked out by Stockport. If we don't, then that game will line up in 25th of February. Which I'm thinking coincides with the... It doesn't. It's literally the following week. So we'll either be back for the Builder Base quarters, which will be against Ebbsfleet, or if we get knocked out, which I'm thinking is likely, to be fair, we'll be back for this Velocity Trophy final against Tooting and Mitcham for our first piece of silverware for the season. But if you have enjoyed that, give me a like, subscribe, flick the bell, and thank you very much for your time.